Welcome, everybody. And I just want to say one thing. Have you seen the Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial? I didn't know what everybody was talking about, but I was like, whoa, what the heck is going on in that commercial? That's all I want to know. KFC commercial. They're frying people. That's all I want to know. Happy Sunday to everybody out there. And we're staying sane, staying safe. And who we got? Here we go, Lorraine. Hello, dear. How are you? Lorraine, have you seen the KFC commercial? That's crazy. I was listening, I was hearing it bubble up here and there, and I finally just saw it. I was like, there's nothing else to think about, but they are frying people. And if you haven't seen it, Google it, do whatever, look it up. KFC commercial. It's wild looking. It just looks like some type of apocalyptic type crap. Anyways, happy Sunday to you, Lorraine. How is everything? It's still a little cold, just a little, people. I'm not ready to get my butt out there yet. I forget how cold it is, but still, yeah, you gotta check it out. It's wild. I'm getting a lot of stuff done today, that's for sure. I don't know if I told you, I got one of those bird feeders with the camera in it. I gotta set up the Wi Fi. I'm really just trying to decide where it's gonna go because we get bears up here in New Hampshire, especially if you have bird feeders. They have like a community type thing and like on Facebook. And right about now, they just had a post saying, hide your bird feeders, the bears are out. And I leave at 3 or 4 in the morning. And I do not want to be trekking to my car with my flashlight and have a bear right there. So I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to have to put it out back, hopefully get some sun. All right, what'd you say? I'm good. I was just watching the video on Krispy Kreme donuts, and some guy left it for 3 weeks. And oh, they say the same thing about the French fries and a burger. Did you ever see that writing? I don't know if it was commercial or what. It was a video or something, but I think it was like what 20 or 30 years old or something, and it was nuts. I was like, oh man, I don't know, I don't know, but I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying that Kennedy guy, I'm all for the one Trump just put in. If he's taking out all the chemicals, I'm a natural person. Absolutely help us save our lives, live longer. Hey, owner, if that's how you say it, how is it? I'm good. If he can help save our lives and get all the chemicals out, because I'm not a chemical person at all. I am not a naturopath, but I'd like to do everything as much natural as possible. But what do you call it? If I'm in a hurry and I'm working, yeah, I'm gonna grab a burger, a Coke, and fries. Sorry, There was, my question there is, I am a conspiracy theorist too. Sorry. But why? My question is, why are there, number one, why is there no natural, healthy food places, first of all? The second part of that question is, there was like one that was called Good Burger or something. And then my next question is, why do they not have drive-throughs in those healthy places? Psh, I'm telling you, conspiracy theorists or not, I don't know if they just get bought out or something, but it's crazy. I live in Brazil. Which country? We are in good old USA, and I am in New Hampshire. I'm so glad you came on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope I brighten your day. Thank you very much, Lorraine. Absolutely. So I'm just, I get up in the morning and like I said, I got a bunch of stuff. I write a list, get things done, and I try to get to as much as possible. I got the wants and stuff I need to get done. And I would get outside, but I just can't. It's cold. I got this like 10-foot rose bush. I gotta cut it down, and then I gotta. I know I'm being a baby, but I gotta cut that stuff and put it outside and stuff. It's like 26 outside. Let's see. Everything is so much healthier here in Spain. Yeah, that's awesome. That then I was in Florida, but I think this should be help. Absolutely, it's crazy. Now I know it's gonna taste different, and I'm accepting of that. For healthier food, absolutely. But when they put weird commercials and it starts making the news and stuff like that, and it's like, what the hell is going on with you people? Why would KFC make a commercial like that? That's what I want to know. What's the point? I mean, it literally shows the guy. There's a bunch of people running around the woods. They show some big guy grabbing some, looks like a woman, into what looks like a lake. He dunks her in the water. It bubbles up like a friolator, and she comes out and he holds it up, and she's a chicken McNugget or something. I it's like they're trying to tell you something without telling you something. It's just wild. That's just me. And it's like it makes you sit back and go, whoa. There was also a conspiracy, something about Chick-fil-A. Um, I I didn't investigate that one, the KFC one. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I mean, to be honest, what I do get from KFC, I haven't had KFC. I just had KFC probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, which I haven't had it in like a year or so at least. But I do buy the chicken that looks like chicken. The breast, the drumsticks, there are bones, there are everything. I mean, they could be people for all we know. But hey, if that's what people taste like, I don't know what to tell you. Summer, how you doing? I haven't heard about the commercial. That's weird. It is very weird. Go Google it out or write it down and do it after you talk to me. But still, that's, trust me, you can go down a rabbit hole with this crap. It's spooky. It's like, wow. But getting back just for a second, the Kennedy guy that's supposed to be for the health and natural stuff that Trump put in, I'm all for it. If he's going to change the world and how we eat, what's in the chemicals, and it's not just for profit, absolutely. I would still like to live till at least in my 90s. That's cool. I mean, I don't know if the brain goes. I've talked to a 97-year-old guy, and this was like 5 or 6 years. I was doing pest control on his house, and I was talking to him, and he told me no one should live this long. And I said, well, it's a gift, and I understand that. Do you live in Florida? No, I live in New Hampshire. Sorry. But I was talking to the 97-year-old guy, and he seemed okay. He was just, his body was breaking down, and it was sad. But you could converse with the guy, but you could tell his brain was there. But over the next couple of years, you could tell his eyes were drooping, his body was letting himself go, and it wasn't a good thing. But he was like every day, he kept chugging along. And he was like a professor or something, so he must have had some money. He got to stay in his house, and all the nurses and doctors, everybody came to the house and took care of him. And I said, that's awesome, because trust me, I don't know if you guys know, have you ever been in an old age home? It's depressing, number one. It's sad. I know everybody has a job, but you also get everybody's personalities. So if someone's, and I know this is at every job, but when you're taking care of people, especially when it's your mother or your father. You know, it's you kind of you can't be there all the time. And you hear all the stories, and you know they're getting crazy or their mind's going. It's rough. Hello from Algeria. How are you? But uh, yeah, it's. I think it's time. Number one, I think it's time we see aliens, and I'm not flipping out. If that's gonna happen, let it happen now. That's cool. I'm up for that. Uh, I'm up for cleaner food, less government, more pay, better drink, better food, happier times. Isn't that called retirement? I don't know. What does this say? When you get older, I think you might want to work less, but how you keep up. That's true. Well, I tell you, when I was taking care of my mom for a bunch of years, I was living with her. We had a much bigger house. When she passed, yeah, I got the inheritance with me and my sister, but I had the option to buy out a big house with a lot of land. And I thought about it and said, no, time to downsize. I'm in my 50s. It's my opportunity to go from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. And I said, yeah. So I bought a mobile home and I'm happy. Less bills. I cut my bills, not, a third of what they were. So absolutely. What's this now, Summer? I had a brains tumor surgery. Oh, years ago. Good for you. God bless you. Really, man, that must have been tough. Norman's retirement odyssey. Hello from Western Maine, sir. We're in New Hampshire. I know, isn't it crappy? It looks, when I look out the window, it's beautiful out. It looks like it could be in the 50s or 60s, but it's like 26 or something. It's nuts. Hello from, I can't even pronounce your name, from North Ossetia. Lorraine, Summer, I'm so sorry. I hope you have a, yeah, well, hey, I'm doing good. Thank you, Lorraine. I really am. Warm in Texas. I'm jealous, absolutely. The sun is great. Well, I have solar panels leaning up against the house just for recharging my solar chargers. I want not a regular solar panel. I want something in between that I don't know what it's called. It's not a full system where they charge you and put everything up. And I just want certain things. So I'm looking for, like you see a lot of the videos about all I did was my porch, or you got the shed and this and that, and it runs off certain power. My main thing is I already cut down a lot. Um, I just want enough power to run off of for mainly my lights, my fridge, and whatever other small things. It shouldn't be much. I'm thinking, I don't know. All right, guys, I have a question for you. Everybody knows what a hybrid car is, right? An electric car. Why don't they have solar panels on the roofs of cars to freely recharge it? This is where the conspiracy theorist, in my mind, comes into play. I've heard about it and I looked it up and I said, I think it was on a Leaf or something, Nissan Leaf, but it's like, that would be an absolute no brainer. If you had a solar panel for a roof, okay, and all you have to do is just sit in the sun. And I know the sun gets this and that, but you sit in the parking lot or whatever, and your car, it's free. And that's everything about my life. And I think that's why they don't do it. They don't want it to be free. They want you to make sure you're paying somebody for something. Hey, Ellie. No, I love my solar panels. I don't have them hooked up the way I'd like to, but you never know. I got other things to pay for. I'm trying to get to too. First of all, right now when I moved into this house, my main concern was the power went out. Not a lot, but it was enough. And I said, okay, because trust me, my first year here, I was caught with my pants down, and I was like, "Holy crap! There's no heat." I had to go through a whole night of bundling up in the bed with sheets and covers and stuff, and just I wasn't prepared. And now, after that, I made a promise, and I started buying solar generators, and I got my not propane, some other type of heaters I got that run off that, and that's sitting there waiting. So I'm kind of ready. MS, thank you for the creativity of your show. I'm glad you guys like them. I was a little nervous because that's right now I'm starting to make new ones. Those are all older TikTok. They're like 2 or 3 years old. And I was watching some other lady, and she does mainly TikToks, but she had one of those combination shows. She does some serious stuff, she clowns around, and she has fun. And I said, my stuff was serious, and I still like that part, but why not mix it up? And then when I dropped a couple here and there, you gotta watch out because TikTok allows swearing, and there were a couple of videos that had some swears. Some of you guys don't like that. And also, YouTube, if it gets too racy or too rare or something, they scratch it and they give you a little mark. And I said, okay, I got one of those and I deleted it. I said, okay, so I got to review everything. But I'm glad you guys like that stuff. I like to mix up the program. They're wonderful and it brings joy to my life. Good for you. Absolutely. I'm trying to learn to fill my days. It's not easy. I appreciate you covering these topics. So, MS, seriously, everybody does it. If you have a subject that I could help you with or anything or just want to talk about it, leave it in the comments, not here, because I'll never go back and read this. Leave it in the regular comments. I try to get to everybody. And just say, can you do a video about this? Can you do a video about that? And anybody else that is reading this that I might have forgot, sorry, I am a little busy. I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to get affiliate marketing going. I tell you, YouTube, I don't know if any of you guys have your own channels, but YouTube, when I first started, gangbusters. I shot up to close to 10,000 subscribers, and it was awesome. Great. And then the last month or so, it's like crickets. It has dropped down, which means not that you're hoping or living off the pay, because it's only like $100 or $2, something like that. But it's really been dropping. It's like they're pulling back. Not a big deal. So I'm just trying to figure out other ways of making money on YouTube, which is affiliate marketing. There's a few other things that I'm looking towards. Let's see. Lorraine. Oh, that's very nice of you, Lorraine. That really is. I'm glad to see people like you guys getting together wherever you can. That's the other thing. I'm glad you guys like that stuff. I didn't know how crazy was too crazy for some of you people. You know, as you can see, I am the hat guy. I like hats. I think they're fun. A little crazy. You get them out there. You do something. Plus, it also when people after the video's done, it's easy to go, oh, it's kind of like a visual draw to some people. So I mean that's fine. Norman's retirement. Thank you for your videos, Phil. Always a good way to start the day. That's awesome. Thank you. But I am trying to stay with the serious videos because I've lived a lot of life. Not that I know it all, but what mainly surprises me is a lot of people that want to hear what I have to say. And I have a lot of knowledge that hopefully I can. It's just basic stuff. It's weird. The basic stuff like organizing life or getting stuff done. I've never been addicted to anything. I've never had an addicted personality. There's lots of things that come easy to me that some people struggle with. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, by all means, I'm not the best guy around. So there's lots of stuff that I do. I tell people like my, you can't see it, but I have the solar panel, everything, solar panel light bulbs I use as emergency because I'm cheap. And a lot of people, when I mention that, they're like, oh, wow, I didn't even know about that. So you never know. All right, what's this? Thank you for your videos, Phil. I always ever want to talk about solar. I did mine. Oh, that's cool. Have a great day. All right, go feed those chickens, baby. Thank you, Norman. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. But yeah, mainly, I feel, not because Trump got in, I feel the universe itself, and it could just be I watched too many videos, but change is coming. I just feel it. And I feel something. I don't know if it's we're going to meet aliens or they're going to clean up the chemical stuff in the food or the water. I don't know. But I just feel change is coming. Change is on the horizon. And hey, I'm hoping to get into my 60s and 70s and have a great life and just keep acting young. That's all. Now, for instance, right now, spring has started, of course, here in the USA. This close, maybe that close, to putting the bike rack in the back of the Prius so I can just jump on there and make things quicker and easier. But it's just, I'm a fair weather guy. I don't want to be too bundled up. Plus, I'm an early morning guy. So getting those two to blend, nice weather, with having just shorts or something and a t-shirt, going to ride in the morning. You got to blend those together, and oh boy, that's paradise. Because I love seeing the animals in the morning. Sometimes if the weekend aligns itself and it's going to be like 70 by like 6 o'clock in the morning because it's going to be a really hot day, then you just like, that's a great day because I like to get up before the sun, get everything that I have to get done, even in the yard, before noon. Because when it gets to like 80, 90, 100, whatever, I don't know. I don't want to go out. Although I did see one of those, it's like, I can't describe it. It's, like, it's a hat with a wide brim, and it's got two little fans. And I think it's got a solar panel or something over there. And it was interesting. Sponsor. Oh, wait, hang on. Sponsor. So, Lorraine, everybody else, what are you doing today? Hopefully it's a day off. What's going on? You are an early bird? Awesome. So like I said, I saw some videos. I'm going to try to get the, it's a camera bird feeder. I'm going to try to get that up. And that will probably be a different channel, which when I get it up, I'll let you know if you're interested in that. But I've been watching other people's, and my opinion, if you got the bird feeder and the thing right there, the camera is too close. So what I want to do is keep that, but put it like on a rail, which some had it on a rail or on a tree. Then you extend it just one more section out, which is still in mind, but the birds look too close. I think you add another dish or something just to get variety, because lots of bird people out there. I'm just sitting in my apartment in Spain, cooking some chicken and sausage. Thank you. Enjoy your chicken and sausage. I think I'm making pork chops today. They're thawing on the counter right now. Steven, I love that. Was that you with the Revere Beach reference? That comment you left me? That was awesome. I love the hat, Steven. This is a fluffy one, but just to be different. You know, I'm not a girl with big boobs that can come on here and get like 100,000 views. I'm behind the eight ball. I'm just some old guy yapping away, and hopefully you think I'm either cute or you like my personality. I got a big fight if you're a guy on YouTube. You all know that. Let's see, what's this MS? If an alien approached you and you could communicate with it, what would you talk about? Oh, now we talking personal, as in what can it do for me, or worldwide? Because I'm gonna go personal. Number one, I know you're probably gonna say that's selfish or something. I would say I want another 100 years, but I want not to get old. I want to slow down the process and stretch it out. So if I could stick with where I am right now and maybe get a little better for another 50 or 60 or 80 years and then start the process, can you do that for me? That's me. I had one of those bird feeders. Yeah, they're cool. It was you. Cool. Thank you, Stephen. Suzanne, how are you? Ah, Suzanne, you're making my mouth water. Ribeye, nice. Watch that bacon. I haven't had bacon. I know it's silly since I saw a commercial or a video, and they either put the bacon, it was either in Pepsi or something, and all the worms came out of it. And I was like, oh man, I know you can cook that stuff out, but I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that at all. I haven't had bacon ever since. I'm one of those people. All the way, baby. Oh, absolutely. I am gonna get down there. I want to get out. I'm going to try to get down twice this year or more because number one, I want to eat at Kelly's. Number two, I want to get the metal detector. So, Steven, if you're seriously, when I go down with my buddy and we do some metal detecting, I'll give you a reference and maybe you can meet us down there. Who knows if we're in the area. Other than that, just sitting on the wall watching the water. I could just walk the beach because it's such a different environment. I love it. We always grew our own bacon. Okay. Yeah, cool, Steven. Absolutely. I I don't do enough. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say sightseeing. I want to say I don't do enough for the soul. Let's do it to say it that way. I'm so busy, like everybody else. We're working, paying bills, and you try and squeeze a little bit of fun time, or because when it's a 2 hour, possibly 2.5 hour drive, but I don't mind. It's worth it. Gas up the Prius, whatever you gotta do, bring a ton of money with you, and enjoy the whole. You take it a whole day. That's all, and it's great. But a weekday. Well, it'll probably be in the morning though, somewhere around 10 to noon. Because number one, I know we like to go metal detecting. You're welcome to do that too. Early in the morning where there's no people, and then right around 10 or 10:30, I think Kelly's opens, and we fart around and eat over there and just talk, guy talk. Other than that, just having a great time, and then look forward to the ride home. But yeah, I'll let you know whatever we decide on. I'm always having fun. Are you? Who's Cliff grilling wings today? Good for you. Is it the first barbecue? I tell you guys, or maybe Cliff. I have a brand new barbecue. Not the best, but not the worst. It's one of those the silver ones, the shiny ones, aluminum or stainless steel. It's sitting in my side yard because I bought right after that an indoor barbecue, smokeless, and boy, there's nothing like it. I don't have to go out. I don't have to get hot. I don't have to worry about bugs. I don't have to come in back inside. Put the TV on. Oh man, it's phenomenal. And I haven't used it ever since, and I feel guilty, but it does the exact same thing, and I love it. You enjoy those wings. I never get wings. I'll have them here and there, but I never ever do wings at the house. Well, Norman, where are you from, Norman? I can never find that stuff. You come across here, there's so much open area in New Hampshire, but then again, there's so much open area that's somebody's area. So you could easily, there's plenty of places I would love to go. Um, but, you got signs and don't do this and stay off my property and whatever else. It's like the fun just gets squeezed out of life. But yeah, no, you're right. Get you outdoors. That's what I gotta get out. In fact, I gotta recharge my metal detector and recharge everything. Check it's right about that time. But I got like a little bit of yard work. Like I said, I got my what's it, hydroponics getting started. I got to try and get the water in there and get things moving. Start growing some lettuce. Absolutely. Along the old abandoned roads, Oxford Hills and Western Maine. Oh, I've been to Maine. You know, I had a buddy and we never got to go. Have you ever seen the desert of Maine? Always wanted to go up there. Of course, I pictured the Sahara. I don't know if it's small or big or what, but that must be interesting. Abandoned. I tell you, there are a lot of abandoned. That's just it. There's a lot of abandoned places, but I don't want to get arrested for trespassing. I don't want to get my car towed. It's like it's just a hassle. It's like just let people enjoy things. You know. Ossipee, I hear you. Is it small, Norman? Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I tell you, I think from me to the tip top of Maine, which I've never been, I think it's like my buddy said it was like 8 or 9 hours to get up there. And he's living in Washington State, so he's all the way across if I'm saying it right, he's near Oregon. Um, and he's always traveling. I'm not that much of a traveler. I honestly think I'm good in the New England states. I've done a little bit of traveling here and there, but now that I'm approaching 60, I'm settled. I'm settling, and I'm happy where I am. And I'm definitely, if you guys don't know, I'm a homebody. So I love puttering around the house. That's what brings me the least amount of spent money and the greatest amount of joy because I can enjoy it daily. And like I said, get the bird feeder up, get the camera going. I got plenty of stuff I could do. I got some flowers. I'm right at the cusp. I'm learning all this stuff. And I got plenty of flowers that I think I got to put in. I'm waiting for at least a 60-degree day. I got plenty of weeding to do. And I got some sunflower seeds that I guess are going in pretty soon. I got lots of stuff I can do. I want to get some stuff done. But mainly it's to get a little healthier, get the hydroponics going so I can have lettuce and cucumbers and all year round. That's really what I want to get going. Once I heard you could do it all year round, I was like, whoa, that's nice. Because the big thing was I'd buy a head of lettuce and you have it once or twice and say, I don't know, 3 or 4 days go by and then it starts rotting. It's like, oh man, I'm always throwing this stuff away or if I forget about it. God forbid it gets pushed to the back of the fridge. then you really forget about it. It's like, oh man. That's why when I saw the hydroponic videos, all they did, they're going through when the lettuce goes up. I'll have a salad today. You cut the lettuce off, and then it grows back up. That's me all day long. I love that stuff. Absolutely. But yeah, I got not metal detecting. I got a couple spots up here in New Hampshire and the beaches I want to try and go to. I also got magnet fishing. I did it a couple times last year, pretty close to me along like a little, what do you call it, like a fast moving stream. I didn't catch nothing, nothing at all. I catch something. What really bothered me was when I threw it in the water in the stream, too many big rocks. It's like, oh no. First one out there, I thought I lost my magnet. Yeah, I know. I know. It's like, thank God for see-through shelves. That's all I can say. Oh man. Maybe I should make ribs. Not today, but soon. Put that on the old list of foods I should get. That's kind of cool. Ribs. I've never had ribs. I've had my buddy had ribs. I am just food is food. Yeah, I'm Italian. I appreciate food, but I'll cut down the what do you say? Do you prefer back ribs? I'm not a rib guy. I don't know the difference. I only have ribs. I guess I'll have boneless. You know when I have ribs? I buy boneless ribs when I make gravy. That's what my mother taught me. Other than that, I always get people that say, "Oh, get a pressure cooker or do this and that." Wait till the meat's falling off the bone, and I go, "Yeah, I don't know how to cook it, but that's cool." Ever think about panning for gold? So Coos Canyon, I know it's way up there though. If I could get someone to go up with me, absolutely, I'm all for that. I love it out there. Now Coos, I think it's called Coos. I know I called it Coos, and the people when I get up there were like, "Don't call it Coos, it's Coos." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." But I like the basin. I don't know if that's like it was a parking area or the side of a mountain or something. It's called the basin. I loved it up there. But that's a good 2 hour trip, which is fine. But I don't want to go by myself. I'd rather go with a buddy, have some more fun. But yeah, I've never panned for gold. So I don't mind investing just like a pan and having some fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it up there. Oh man. You know, where I live now is beautiful. It's nice, but it's very clicky. I don't want to say it's a retirement place because there are a lot of old people, but there are a couple of things, people with kids, and that's fine. I have nothing against kids. I don't want them, but I mean, it's great. What I got to start doing is getting out on the bike, and this will be a lot to my health. Instead of going for a bike ride, driving a half hour, this place is big enough for a 20-minute ride or whatever. Instead of doing that, getting home, jumping on the bike, and just riding around the complex. That's plenty for me. What I've heard, you gotta, I mean, of course, you Google it and see where you can pan for gold, but I've heard there are people, lots of places. But like I said, I don't know. I like to, me, myself, as long as it doesn't say no trespassing, I'm one of those guys. Now, picture the Kangamangas Highway, okay? I'm one of those guys that you see a good spot, take your car off the road, park it, and just walk through the woods to the water, off the beaten path. We used to call it wildcatting. Just go out and do something different. Is it really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't, to be honest, I don't know any Karens. I don't know too many people. I've been here almost 3 years, and I know my neighbors. I've kind of waved to a couple people across the street, but two or three houses either way, nobody. Every once in a while, you get a wave, and I'm fine with that. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be too intrusive. Like, if you see someone wave, do you pull over and go, hey, let's have a conversation? They might be busy. I don't want to impose. Oh, I can imagine coming down the mountain. That'd be awesome. Now, the good thing about New Hampshire, and I'm new to New Hampshire because I used to always live in Massachusetts. If I go way up, I'm carrying a gun. Not for mainly people, it's for animals. I don't want to be looking up, there's a bear there or something. It's mainly just for protection because you can do it. But that's just me. But yeah, the goal the goal as I get older, and I started saying this in my 40s, and it took a little bit to get the cogs moving in the direction, is just to enjoy the things in life that bring you joy. And not only that, making time to get there. That's what I've realized. You can say it, but getting there is not as easy sometimes. Yes, Massachusetts. Steven, you are right. My dad used to have a Massachusetts license plate, and I used to run it on one of my cars forever. And I don't know what happened to it. I might still have it. It might be in the I almost said barn, the what do you call it, shed, but I don't know. The shed's still full of crap that who knows. But yeah, no, it's seriously. You've already heard me badmouth Massachusetts because I lived there enough. Best thing I ever did was come to New Hampshire. Just just different lifestyle. That's all. But like I said, I don't know anything about really what's going on here. I just want to get out and do some stuff, and that's what it's really all about. But I don't mind. Like yesterday was Saturday, I worked. I got 3 or 4 hours in. It was cold. There's nothing to do. Why not? What else you gonna do? Yeah, I don't. I'm not by any means. I'm not a workaholic. That's for sure. But sitting around, not doing nothing, just enjoying life. So, Steven, you got here right after. Did you see the controversial KFC commercial, the new one? Because I was talking to Lorraine about it, and it's weird. I just saw it today, right before I got on. It looks like some apocalyptic stupid thing, and it like they're walking through the woods with some kind of egg. And then what's weird, this big guy is carrying what looks like a wrapped up person because the person is moving their head, and he walks into the river or the lake or something, and he dunks her in there, puts her under, and you see the bubbles coming up, and then he lifts it up, and she is now a chicken McNugget. It's wild. It's like, what kind of crap are you trying to tell us? I mean, seriously, this nuts. What the hell is going on? I heard the same thing. I've heard the same thing about a lot of those restaurants. I don't know if it was in this country or not. I don't know. You don't know what's real and what's not. But when you see commercials, it makes you go, hmm. What's Solient Green? What's that, Norman? But yeah, just hanging out, a nice, relaxing day. I'm still gonna make some new videos. I gotta do that today. I think I'm making pork chops today. Uh, one of the ladies were telling me they were making ribs and bacon or something. I think it was Suzanne. Charlton Heston, baby. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Was it? Oh, that's what you guys mean. Okay. I don't remember it. Was it a western? Was it a I don't know. I know he was in. Didn't he have a couple of Roman things too? Okay. It was you. It was you. Oh no, you were having the chicken and ribeye. No, she had the ribeye and bacon. That's what it was. Yes. And I was telling her about. I saw a video. You don't know what's true and what's not, but I've always heard pork has a lot of parasites and stuff. I think they put the pork in the Pepsi or something. I don't know what it was, and all kinds of worms came out of it. And ever since then, I kind of haven't had any bacon. And I know you can probably cook them out and this and that, but whatever. But Lorraine, you enjoy your chicken and sausage, absolutely. I'm gonna try. By the time this is over, which we got like 15 minutes, uh, the pork chop should be ready. Not ready, but it should be thawed out. I left them out on the counter and cook them up. No applesauce. I don't know what I should have with them. Oh, who's this? Tennessee Chin. Thank you very much for the donation. Absolutely. Appreciate it. Love you. What's that? Pizza and donuts. Sounds like a perfect Saturday for me. Absolutely. So what do we do? Do we do this? Ah, that's what it was. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. That was very nice. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Like I said, I was wondering what do I have to do? I don't know. Like, all right, so I hit that and I get the hot. That's cool. Absolutely. Love you guys. I just glad. Trust me, I'll be pumping out the shorts, not making them too crazy, but I got a few in the pipeline. Uh, I found what do you call it? The Rockstar brown hair I had, and I did one with that with different glasses, doing something. Just there's certain music that I like, and I even broke out the guitar. Not that I'm playing it, but it looks good. Absolutely. But yeah, just enjoying and trying to enjoy life. I mean, so Lorraine, how old are you? I think I've asked you this before. Um, are you a kid? Are you in your 30s? Are you in your 60s? Uh, I find, and a lot of you older guys, probably and girls, I find definitely past 50, life is more about, like I said, I've always wanted a Corvette from the commercials and everything else of videos, but it's not that important anymore. It's about living life and doing something else, not just wasting money. Because trust me, I was one of those guys who wasted a lot of money on cars. And I would just, oof, it was nuts. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But I enjoyed them, absolutely. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you for answering me, absolutely. But yeah, I started, it's weird. I was a former bodybuilder. Nothing, but just like the mall bodybuilder. And now I don't need to be big. I just want to be in shape. And I got my Stairmaster, or I got a stepper that I've been trying to get to. And there are no clothes on it. It's ready to go. I do have the 1980s boombox with all the lights and everything's flickering. I got that like 5 or 6 years ago. Just love it. And I went through a whole bunch of CDs, all the good music. It's all ready to go. Comfortable is nice, but I want comfortable with what's the word I'm looking for? I want to be comfortable, but I also want to be able to, and it might be called retirement, I don't know. But it's just I don't want to have to check. I want to have at least 100,000 in the bank and just not have to worry about if I want something or if I want to do something. I mean, most of us living paycheck to paycheck, and that's hard enough. Um, because life sometimes hits you. And, we all know that. But just want to be able to, at the drop of a hat, just go do something. Again, I'm not a traveler, but you just go and, like around here, do what you got to do. I'm waiting for the good weather. I'm hitting the beach, that's for sure. Then I'll be showing you some videos. You see the old guy sitting on the wall. I knew a Dominic, probably Dominic's, we used to call him Don. He used to work out at Gold's Gym in Everett. There used to be two of them. There was one right in the main drag, and there was another one tucked back away. The Grassies used to own it. Um, and I don't know, probably who knows, there's probably tons of Doms out there. This guy was a big boy. There are lots of them out there. I remember walking into the gym in World's Gym in Somerville, and I ran into, no, I was working out first, and who walked in? The Road Warriors. That was a sight to see. Of course, they're both over 6 feet. I'm 5'6", 5'5", whatever. And I remember why I didn't recognize them. They had the beards, but they had full like weren't wearing tank tops, and they had hats on, so they couldn't see the haircuts. And I kind of looked at them, and you're like, "Is that?" And they were very friendly. They were showing people how to lift and this and that. It was great. But yeah, Steven, ugh, back in the day. Oh man, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'm glad I was part of it. Absolutely. The main thing is glad I survived it. That's for sure. I mean, I lost nobody that I was super good friends with, but coming between junior high and high school, I think we lost three kids, three guys. I don't know if it was a drug overdose or what, but and then you got countless other guys that I've bumped into that just their minds are framed. Thanks for the hearts. But still, it's like, you ever walk into someone, Steve, or bump into someone and say, wow, that person is not the same. There's something wrong with them, and you can't put your mind, and you kind of like, I don't want to press it because you don't want to be rude or anything because they're adults now and this and that. Let's see, Lorraine, Phil, do you have a coffee date? I remember someone saying last week about no, no coffee dates. I wish I did. I haven't been out on a date in a while, but I stopped looking. I just kind of, I know it's wrong. I just kind of do this. Just do what I got to do. Go about with life. And I know I am friendly. Don't get me wrong. I'll talk to anybody, but I do know there's lots of certain types of people that, like, I'm the type of guy, I read people pretty good when I meet you, and not regular, but like there's a couple of office buildings that I do that you can tell the pains and the asses, and just by the way people react to them and what they say about them before you even get there. And it's like, okay, whatever. And the people who just want to be difficult in the world. But yeah, no, I wish I could find, so I would want someone, number one, if I could find a woman. Remember, I'm not tall, so if that throws me off, then that's what I deal with. That's why I don't bother. I got my own house, I got my own car, I got a job, I got my own money. Hey, at 58 years old, I'm probably not getting married anymore. Definitely not having kids. All I can say is there's a woman that I talked to. She says, "You're looking for companionship." Exactly, great. So I would like someone that from the same era, just so you have more in common. You can reminisce about things and have, I hear about these stories about guys my age going out with 20-year-olds. No, thank you. No, thank you. They're pretty, but no, thank you. I'm not even interested. It's just, I don't think my pocketbook could handle it. Let's see. I haven't had a date for years and I'm not looking. It happens. It's right. That's the way I feel. A lot of people feel like that, Lorraine. But no one around here speaks English. Really? Huh, that must be interesting. You know, Lorraine, did you ever hear of a product? It looks like an earpiece and it's a translator. I almost got one because I deal with a lot of Spanish speaking people and in Waltham. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. It was like 30, $40, but it goes around the ear and it goes in your ear like an earbud. It's a translator. It's an instant translator, meaning you just pop it on and set it to whatever it was. You can secretly understand them. You don't have to let them go. Let them know. Hmm. Hey, MS, if you are attractive, that's just it. If you're attractive, you're gonna get hit on. I mean, hey Frank, how you doing? Vegan menu. Hey Phil. I mean, me. uh, but yeah, yeah, I hear you. What I hear mainly, I can't say for the women, but I hear it from the women and the guys. At a certain age, like you said, if it happens, it happens. If I bump into someone and you start talking to someone, great. My problem is I don't get out enough socially. And when I do get into a gathering, it always happens that the girl that I'm attracted to is married. Always, always. And I get this. I'll talk to someone I know and go, "Oh, who is that?" And they'll turn back and go, "She's so and so's wife." That's my luck. That's my luck. It's always a someone person that I'm interested. But like I said, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. 10 acres. You're killing me. I would love that. Oh yeah, that's nice. They come by every day. That's awesome. Huh. But yeah, if you're interested, I mean, can you speak their language, Lorraine? Maybe you don't need it, but I'm just saying, if you can't speak their language, then get that like that translator that loops on the ear. That's wild. I was gonna get one. I still might. I just haven't got around to it. Me, I need Spanish. Frank, I've never had a girlfriend. Well, Frank, if you're telling me the truth, I hear that a lot. And I would say, from an old guy advice, try. Because, the worst thing in the world is all of a sudden you wake up and you're in your 40s and 50s and you're saying what you said. That's sad. I mean, life happens. I understand that. And I'm not saying go get married. Be careful, date, enjoy. Be carefree. Don't go popping out kids. It'll ruin your life. Not ruin your life, but if you're not ready for them, that's for sure. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's MS. That's what I heard. And I didn't even know that product existed until I saw it on TikTok. And I was like, huh, because whatever I see on TikTok, the prices are high. If I like a product, I'll write it down and go right to Amazon. I can probably get it at half price. That's cool. It sounds like you have a great life there, Norman. So Lorraine, oh, okay, all right. So the translator has different buttons on it, and you got to be, I think you can probably use it. They must have some in an app. You can change it around to different languages. But yeah, it's one of those products. Thank you for the hearts, guys. It's one of those products that, unless you need it, you probably won't get it. But like talking to Lorraine, going, I forgot about it, and I probably could get it because I love listening to people. I love, I guess, eavesdropping. Listening to someone that doesn't know you can speak their language or listen, and they're talking about you. I like that. That's fun. That's interesting to me. I met a couple of German women, and it's great. And tell you, I love the accents. I love accents. We met a couple down the beach years ago. A couple of ladies from London. Love listening to their accents. Okay, I don't know what that is, Frank, but good for you. I had tried a million times. I couldn't have made it out better. But yeah, I don't know. It's at least it's sunny. I think last Sunday it was rainy and cloudy, or last Saturday whenever I did the live, was awful. I'm in this kid's life. Thank you for coming by, Captain Miserable. You're late to the party. We're just about to close up shop, but hello, Captain. Ah, okay, good for you. If you're in your 20s, is that normal? That's cool. All right, guys, thank you much. Love having you all there. Thank you for the hearts and everything else, and the payment for a little sure. Money wise, that's awesome. Thank you very much. I forget who did that. First, yeah, get the what do you call it? That earpiece, the translator. Absolutely. All right, guys. Happy Sunday. Dropping some more videos today, and of course, every single morning. I usually do the main serious videos in the morning, and I'll drop shorts throughout the day and at night because they're all locked into the section and whatever it is. Thanks, Guy. Thanks. Yeah, we keep in touch. Absolutely, Steven. Have a great day. Love you guys. See ya. And make some good food today.